Good evening, my dear brothers and sisters. Happy New Year po sa inyong lahat. Palakpakan po natin ang Panginoon. I would like to thank our dear Rector, Monsignor Rolly, our dear Vice Rector, Father Viel, for welcoming me back into the Manila Cathedral. It is so nice to be home again after 5 months pa lang naman akong wala. No? Di naman ganun katagal. No? But it is truly very heartwarming to be welcomed again here in our mother church, the Manila Cathedral. No? For those who do not know me, I have been Vice Rector here at the Manila Cathedral for 8 years out of my 10 years in the priesthood. I was not wearing eyeglasses before, but now I am studying in Rome. Nakakalabo pala ng mata ang pag-aaral. We welcome the year by celebrating this Eucharist, a thanksgiving to the Lord for giving us wonderful opportunities in the past year and now welcoming new opportunities this coming year. But yesterday, as we are ending the year, there were many people who sent me a message. Sabi nila, Father, yesterday, the year ended very uniquely because the date yesterday was December 31, 2023. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alam na alam ninyo, no? Siguro, yan din ang napansin ninyo kahapon. No? Whenever we end the year and whenever we begin a new year, we are fascinated with numbers. We are fascinated with counting. Sa tingin niyo ba, may mababago sa atin dahil sa 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Sigurado ako marami din sa atin kagabi ang nagbilang ilan ang prutas sa lamesa. Yung iba sabi dapat even numbers para daw kumpleto. Yung iba naman hindi dapat odd numbers kasi dapat kukumpletuhin pa lang. No? So iba-iba rin. No? We are so fascinated with counting and with numbers. But God does not begin the year by counting. God begins the year by blessing. That is why in our first reading today, we hear this priestly blessing. Until now, used by the Jewish people whenever they also begin the Jewish New Year. The blessing coming from God. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord let His face shine upon you. May He be gracious to you, look kindly on you, and give you peace. Did you see any counting? Nagbilang ba ang Diyos? Did He count anything for us? No. Because blessings are not counted. They are appreciated. Kapag nagbilang ka na ng blessing, Hindi na blessing yan. Bayad na yan. Baka kasi sabihinan, Panginoon, binigyan kita ng ganito karami. Bakit ganito lang ang kapalit na natanggap ko? That is not blessing. You are expecting a pay. Naghihintay ka ng sweldo galing sa Panginoon. Kaya nga, we often hear, count your blessings. But we do not count blessings. We are grateful for whatever blessing we receive. Meron po akong nakikitang mga mag-asawa dito. Binibilangan niyo ho ba ang asawa ninyo? Sabi sa akin ng isang asawang lalaki kagabi, nagmisa ako sa SM Makati. Father, binibilangan ko po yan, gaano siya katagal mag-shopping. Kaya inis na inis ako kapag ilang oras siya na nagpipili ng mga bibilhin. But when you love a person, you do not really count. Kaya nga minsan, sa mga mag-asawa o magkasintahan dito, minsan ilang oras mo nang kausap sa cellphone yan. Pero binibilang mo ba ang oras? Minsan nga, ang tagal nyo nang magkausap, 5 oras, pero sabi mo, parang 5 minuto pa lang tayong magkasama. No? Kasi hindi ka nagbibilang kapag mahal mo ang isang tao. So start your year not by counting. God does not start the year by counting. God begins the year by blessing. This is also the message of our second reading today from the letter of St. Paul to the Galatians, telling us that God was born under the law to ransom us from the law, so that we might not become slaves, but we might become sons and heirs of the Father. When you are under the law, the judge always counts. How many bad things did you do? How many punishments do you deserve? How many rewards do you deserve? But no, we are not under the law. We are loving children of our loving Father. And the Father does not count. He only blesses. Simulan ang taon nang hindi nagbibilang. Huwag tayong magbilangan. Simulan ang taon nang nagpapala sa isa't isa. Siguro para sa ating mga anak, narinig na natin dati ito. No? If you are good, you will receive a gift. But if you are bad, you will not receive a gift. Dear parents, let us be careful with this dialogue. Because the children might think that they have earned the gift. But you see, my dear young people and children who are here, we do not really earn the gift. We receive the gift because our parents love us. That is the only reason why they give us gifts. Meron bang mga magulang dito na binibilangan ninyo ang inyong anak? Wala. Walang magulang ang ipapamukha sa kanyang anak, ganito ang ginastos ko sa'yo. Wala. Ang magulang hindi binibilangan ang anak, sapagkat ang regalo binibigay, hindi dahil binilang niya magkano ang iyong nagawa, kundi dahil mahal ka niya. So children, Look at your mothers and your parents, no? Thank you for your gifts. I know you will give me a gift because you love me, no? Yan dapat ang matutunan ng mga anak. Kasi pag lumaki yan, na lagi niyong sinasabing, mahal yang binigay ko. Naku, bibilangan din kayo niyan pagtanda ninyo. Mag-ingat tayo sa mga sinasabi natin. Baka bata pa lang, nagbibilang na ang mga anak. Pagtanda ninyo, bibilangan din kayo niyan. We should realize that God does not count for any of us. He only blesses us. A few weeks ago, Pope Francis released a document, Fiducia Supplicans, allowing people in irregular relationships to be blessed. This is a reiteration of an ancient teaching from St. Augustine and so many theologians that blessings does not depend on us. You do not need to earn the blessing. You cannot even pay for the blessing. The blessing is totally free. Why? Because blessings are not counted. Blessings are freely given, even to us sinners. So we always begin the year not by counting, but by blessing. And we have a beautiful example as we begin the year. Mary, the Mother of God. That is what we hear in our gospel reading today. Mary kept all these things in her heart. The love of a mother that does not count, but the heart of a mother that loves unconditionally. Minsan ho, mahirap ho itong matutunan. Kagaya sa atin na maraming beses na natututo tayong magbilangan sa isa't isa. Kagaya po ng sabi ko sa inyo kanina, ako po ngayon ay nasa Roma at nag-aaral. Nagbakasyon lang ho ako sandali dito sa Maynila. Sa Roma ho, napakadaming Pilipino. We have 56 Filipino communities in Rome. Kahit sa ang kanto ho ako magtungo, may Pilipino. Kaya hindi ko ho masyadong na-miss ang mga Pilipino dahil nagkalat ho kami sa Roma. But there is one question I always ask whenever I meet Filipinos. I always ask them, how many years are you already in Rome? Ilang taon na ho kayong nagtatrabaho sa Roma? Alam niyo ho, marami sa kanila, hindi na nila maalala ano ang eksaktong taon na nag-i-stay na sila sa Roma. Siguro ganun nga talaga minsan ang mga nanay. Hindi nila binibilang kahit gaano karaming taon na sila na nagdurusa minsan, nagtatrabaho sa ibang bansa. Kasi ang nanay hindi naman nagbibilang. Kaya nga minsan nasabi ko rin, baka 30 taon na ho kayo sa Roma, baka naman panahon nang magpahinga na kayo. Baka naman panahon na yung mga anak nyo naman ang magtrabaho, yung mga apo nyo naman ang tumulong sa inyo. Maybe I am so insensitive. Hindi kasi ako magulang. At hindi ko naranasan siguro paano magmahal ang isang magulang sa kanyang anak na hindi nagbibilang ng taon. Maghirap man minsan, kung ito ay para sa kanyang minamahal, gagawin niya. My dear brothers and sisters, that is the love of Mary, our mother. A heart that does not count, a heart that only loves and blesses. As we continue this celebration of the Eucharist, let us be reminded to begin our year not by counting, but by blessing. Amen.